Matt, we'll give you the honor for being here for the first time in a long time.
All right, great. I'd love to get this first question. 31 for Richie, just shot an incredibly high percentage. What do you think of his performance?
No, I thought he was, super locked in, and that's what we talked about coming into the game. Our approach in practice 2 days ago, I didn't love, and I just challenged the group to kind of start the game and leave no doubt who was the more focused team. I thought he kind of set the stage there. But I thought, his scoring was, I thought, really the product of like our spacing and our unselfishness, and then obviously his individual greatness. It was a great night for him. I think is that a career high, Richie? 31. Awesome.
How nice of a luxury is it to have three guys that can outscore an opponent? Just those three.
Look, I mean, and this is what I told the group, and when we're really trying to just continue to. I think we formed an identity of how we want to play. Now I think the next step for this group is just forming it, like having the right approach and mentality that gives you the edge to go out and be a team that leaves no doubt. All right, that's what I want. Like we watched that game, there was no doubt how focused our guys were, and when those three guys in particular have that with their talent and the unselfishness that they play the game with, sky's the limit for not only for that trio but for our team as well.
You had 10 blocks without Kaba in the lineup tonight. How happy were you with how your team troubled shots and kind of made things difficult for Arizona State on offense?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's what Beto does. He's now all of a sudden we have a lot of depth at the 5 spot. I think that reared its head tonight. I mean, he had 5 blocks in 17 minutes. He started cramping up. That's why we took him out. But Mihailo has been playing better for us. He's got great length. AJ obviously is all-world athlete who also has 7'1" wingspan. So I think that's but bottom line is having hopefully 40 minutes of Kaba and Beto as our backline defense is very comforting for sure.
What's the status on Kaba?
Yes, yeah. I don't know as far as when he'll be right back, but look, it was a small tweak of a little ankle. He probably could have played tonight, honestly, but we held him out. So.
When AJ and Richie and Robert cooking like that, as a coaching staff, do you kind of talk to each other about let's not get in their way?
100%. Yeah, I learned that in the NBA. Guys are good. Just get space and get them the ball and shut up, move, and sit down. And so, but at the same time, let me say that tongue in cheek. I mean, what I challenge those guys with, though, is like we're going to give them spacing, but then it's a lot of responsibility, though. Then they have to make the right decision. And that's really all I talk to not just them about, but really our team. And we play a pretty free-flowing style, I think. And there's certain responsibilities that come with that. And, those are 3 really mature guys that understand the game and, allows them to be great.
4 times this season, this group's hit 45% or higher from 3. Just what does it do for this team when they're knocking down the 3 ball at a high clip like that?
Yeah, I mean, and tonight I thought we had an appropriate volume as well to get up 31 threes and shoot 25 free throws. I mean, if you're not settling, they started out with the big lineup. I thought we were able to sort of open the game up with their bigger lineup out there. But look, I mean, AJ and Rob both, and Richie too, honestly. I mean, I know he's a great shooter, but, he's able to drive the ball to the basket too. So you got 3 guys like that are putting immense pressure on the rim. You got to decide what you want to do. And if you help, we got guys that can knock shots down. I thought Tyler came in and was part of that as well. So I do think, although I talked about the identity sort of being forged, I think that part of our identity is still a growth process in terms of, last year that's kind of all we were. Now it's starting to become more of who this team is as well.
What did you make of the play Rob made, tracking down that pass from AJ and then flipping it back to Richie?
I thought it was awesome, just mainly because of the joy that it brought to the team. Like I show clips all the time with just joy. I love we're lucky because we get to play an awesome sport for, our living or whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of joy that comes with the game. So it's fun, man. It makes you feel like a little kid, and everyone out there, the fans are enjoying it. It was awesome.
Coach Hurley was in here, just kind of sarcastic, saying the only thing he felt like they accomplished was not allowing you Chick-fil-A to be handed out to the fans. I think it was kind of just his point about how good you guys were defensively. Where do you think it kind of pivoted tonight defensively?
Well, I thought just our attitude to come out, I thought was really good. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort into Mo Odom. I think he's a really dynamic guard. Now, I think it also speaks to how good Moo and AJ can be on the ball. I mean, they're different, right? Moo's like this burly, strong guy that's hard to get past, where AJ's got the length. So I think it gets a nice little 1-2 punch there. We brought Dominique in as well to give him another look. But, I mean, to hold him 7 points under his average, I thought was clutch. But and, I'm not trying to be the whiny coach, but I think they scored literally 10 straight times in the second half when the game was already away. So, the stats are what they are. I wasn't happy with that, but for the bulk of the game with our main guys out there, I thought we were suffocating defensively.
I was just going to ask you, Kevin, about your progress of your defense, how you feel about it. First half was really good.
Yeah, look, that's a really good offensive team. There's a lot of, we do obviously a lot of scouting, but also a lot of statistical research with our analytics department. And look, they show up in a lot of top categories. They get to the line a ton. They're dynamic. Like I said, I think Odom's a good player. So to hold that team to 30 points in the first half, I thought really, set the stage for how the game was going to kind of play out.
Two more questions. You said the other day you hadn't even looked at Utah. I don't suppose you have yet, but what are your just opening thoughts of going up there again after losing there last year?
Yeah, still ticked that we lost that one. I know Trevin Nell's somewhere mad that he missed those free throws, and just want to go up there and get a win. Bottom line, it's like it's interesting for me. I obviously grew up in the church, but I never really grew up just like a super huge BYU fan. I mean, I always respected the program and what it stood for and things like that, but so I didn't grow up with the hate, right? And now that I've been here and you kind of experience it, like you just want to go up there and beat those guys, And so, a little personal flavor too, knowing Alex and Wes, their GM, it'll be, I've known those guys for a long time, so it'll be fun to compete against those guys. You tack on the rivalry component. It'll mean a lot for guys like Richie, for his last time to be able to try to get a win in their building. It'll be fun.
Last question.